Welcome on in, everybody, to the Liacouras Center as we have some American Athletic Conference action for you all today. UAB comes to town to face the Temple Owls. I'm Max Blakelock alongside Jay Johnson. And Jay, we talked about it in the stand-up a little bit, but what's a key for a Temple victory after coming off 2 straight losses, including a tough one on Sunday to North Texas?
I think it's going to be the biggest thing is playing 2 complete halves of basketball. We've seen it when they come out really well in that first half. In the second half, all of the energy just kind of drops, and it feels like they have to go recreate what they did in the first half. If you can do that early on into the second half, those first 4 minutes, first 8 minutes, and just play really good Temple basketball, you're going to have a much better outlook on the scoreboard. But it just has not been that, and especially on this 2-game skid, they're going to want to find a way to get back in the win column with this one.
Yeah, and for UAB, talks about the rebounding. That seems like what's standing out for this UAB team is the rebounding. They got 3 guys who average over 5 rebounds a game. Now, one of them, Kyron Lindsey Martin, left the last game with a left shoulder injury. He's not in the starting lineup tonight. So that does help the Owls, but still, what do you have to do to contain this UAB team on the glass?
I think it's going to be multiple bodies crashing. And I know we mentioned that the bigs have not always been on the floor, mainly because of foul trouble. They're going to be essential. I mean, they've been tested all year with this American Conference. I mean, so many different bigs have been a problem, going back to Anton Bonk at that Charlotte game. You know, Giovanni Amajuru with ECU. They've had their share of bigs, and I think it's going to be them being engaged, staying engaged, even if it's not coming on the offensive end. Defensively, crash those boards, end those possessions for UAB, and start one of your own.
Yeah, well, our starting lineups tonight for Temple, same starting lineup we've seen for the last few months with Gavin Griffiths, Darian Ford, Aiden Tobiasen, Jordan Mason, and Jemai Felt getting the start at center for UAB. Dejon Anderson, Salim London, Chance Westry, Evan Chapman, and Daniel Rivera get the start. We'll have the call for you when we come back in just about a minute. We'll see you then. back on in here to WHIP Sports Radio as we get ready for action here on this warmer Wednesday night as the snow is slowly starting to come off the ground here in North Philadelphia as the Liacouras Center is starting to fill up as the starting lineups finished getting announced here. And this game is getting ready to be underway. Temple in their home white uniforms, UAB in their green away uniforms. As we sit here in section 120, our normal spot here, and get ready for some action.
Max, it's always a good time to be the Liacouras Center, man. It always feels good to be here, get some Temple basketball going. American Conference tournament on the way.
It's nothing like it, and there's close American Conference standings too, as both of these teams do not want to lose any more games.
Yeah, I mean, we see it all over NCAA. A few losses here and there. Your season has a very different look, where you were looking a month ago or so. So definitely both teams here in Temple has had a very up-down, in-the-middle type of season. UAB similar.
And just a few weeks away from March where anything can happen. Jemai Felt wins the tip for the Owls, and Jordan Mason gathers. So Mason over to Tobiason and gets it to Darian Ford on the left wing. Now Mason gets the screen from Felt at the top of the key. Calls for a screen, gets it from Griffiths. Mason drives right, his pull-up jumper off glass is up and in. First points of the day go to Jordan Mason and the Temple Owls. As 2-0 here quickly, as Westry brings it up for the Blazers. Westry drives right with Mason on him. Dumps it down low to Chapman. Chapman working one-on-one with Ford on him. Back out to Westry, drives left, pulls it back out. Now Anderson, who goes to London. London with Tobiason on him, spins, pivots, puts up the lefty scoop layup and it's short, no good. Rebound, Jemai Felt.
And that's what you want to see, great defense and then a great defensive rebound.
As Ford now takes it up for the Owls at the top of the key. Looking to go one-on-one with Westry on him, backs him down. His pull-up jumper with a hand in his face, bounces around the rim and falls for Ford. So Temple gets both of their first baskets to go. It's up 4-0 here with 18 minutes and 45 seconds in this first half. Westry brings it up for UAB. At the top of the key with Mason on him. Gets a screen there from Rivera. Picks up his dribble, down low inside for the slam and the foul. Evan Chapman will head to the line with a chance at one more as Gavin Griffiths picks up the foul there. Some early ball movement from the Blazers.
Yeah, it was really good ball movement there. Chapman decides to dive down. He leaves Gavin Griffiths on his backside and just goes up for two. Let's see if he gets another one here.
Yeah, and we see the size already early with that and one from Chapman, the junior from Harker Heights, Texas.
And I think the hardest thing for Temple is going to be matching up all 5 of their positions with the height that UAB does have.
Yeah, the size is huge for the Owls. As speaking of size, going down low to Jemai Felt for the deuce. As Felt gets it to go. Beautiful pass there from Jordan Mason. So Temple up 3 here as UAB brings it back up. As over to Anderson, who goes up. No good rebound, Jemai Felt. So 2 rebounds earlier here for Jemai Felt and the Owls on the defensive end as Tobiason brings it up. Tobiason thought about a 3 now, looking to go down low and swings it over to Mason. Back to Tobiason on the right wing. Tobiason makes his move, steps back. His mid-range pull-up jumper is no off glass. Rebound, Jemai Felt. Back out Tobiason. His 3-pointer is short, and another rebound, offensive rebound there from Gavin Griffiths. Over to Mason now with 15 on the shot clock. Left wing triple from Ford is no good. 0 for 3 there on that possession, but nice to see the offensive rebound.
Yeah, O-Boys were great there, just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
As Westry now brings it up for the Owls, goes left, dumps it off, and denied. There is Rivera from Jemai Felt. Now looking to go quick are the Owls, and Mason pulls it back out on the left wing.
What a
Now look,
block.
yeah, fantastic denial there on the help defense from Felt. As Ford now has it on the left wing, driving inside the paint. His pull-up jumper is up and in. So 2 buckets now for Darian Ford. Both very similar, drive and pull-up.
Yep, calm, collected offense so far by Temple. They're just getting into that mid-range area and knocking them down.
As Westry calls out the play for the Blazers. Westry goes behind the back now. Thought about a 3 was Rivera, now drives and blocked again. But UAB gets it back. London now over to Westry. He fakes a 3, now pulls, no good. Rebound, Jemai Felt.
And it was a good look, too. Just couldn't get to fall. Westry's only a 25% three-point shooter on the year, so you'll give him that.
As Mason now drives at the top of the key. Over to Tobias and back to Mason. Mason drives, ISO. His pull-up jumper from the foul line is no good. Off glass, strong.
Is it 1980 with these mid-range shots? What's happening?
Big mid-range game from the Owls. Wonder if that's a plan going in, but calling off the help defense, though, from Gavin Griffiths, and now the drive from London. His dump off, and the dunk is no good. A beautiful pass there from Salim London, but the dunk from Evan Chapman goes in and out somehow.
That's rough. That's a rough one.
As Tobias now with it for the Owls. Still up 8-3 here with 15 minutes and 30 seconds in the second half remaining. To Felt at the top of the key. Now Mason thought about a 3 after the screen from Felt. Now drives low and is fouled. And that'll be our first media timeout as Mason was fouled on the ground there. But Temple, 8, UAB 3, 15 minutes and 25 seconds in this first half. We'll be back right after this media timeout. Welcome back here to the Liacouras Center as we return from that first media timeout as Temple leads 8-3. As Adam Fisher goes to Spencer Mahoney, as the first off the bench for the Owls. Did not play in the last game, but he is first here as the inbound pass gets tipped out of bounds. It'll stay Temple basketball as Jordan Mason will take it out on the baseline.
Yeah, Westry knew he had that steal. He's upset at himself that he couldn't grab it.
As the inbound pass goes long to Tobiasen, who goes to Duradola at the top of the key, who's also in here now for Jemai Felt. Now inside to Duradola, blocked from behind, and UAB is out and running. Westry now with it, driving, spinning, now slowing it down a little, puts up the shot, no good. Great defense there from Darian Ford, as Westry maybe a little frustrated that he couldn't get that to go. Fouls Duradola all the way at the other end of the court.
Yeah, fouled him 90 feet away from the other basket, but going back to that Daniel Rivera block, my goodness, got up right behind Duradola and just sent it right back to him.
Yeah, as Jacob Meyer also in now for UAB. As Mahoney now over back to Tobiasen, down low, trying to figure out this UAB zone, and Jordan Mason does just that right in the middle. His jumper from the free throw line is good.
And that's the way to solve that zone problem, get right in the middle of it.
As Westry over to London, back to Westry at the top of the key. Now over to Meyer. Westry left wing spins with Mahoney on him, picks up his dribble and is in no man's land, but gets it back out to London, who drives. Swarming defense from the Owls, and London somehow gets that one to fall. DeJuan Anderson, that was the redshirt sophomore from Dayton, Ohio, with a tough bucket to finally stop that scoring drought for the Blazers. As Mahoney now has it on the right wing, over to Darian Ford. His floater is short, well short, as an air ball. Picked up by UAB, now looking to go quick is Meyer. Meyer down low, inside for the bucket is Daniel Rivera.
Yeah, right there you have the turnover, or I guess that wasn't her, it was just the air ball, and then UAB does the right thing. They get out and they push, and that's what happens. You get 2 easy points in transition.
Yeah, now just like that 3-point game, Owls up 10-7 here. Could definitely use a bucket from this UAB zone as Mahoney, top of the key, 3 is strong. Rebound, fought for and taken by Anderson and the Blazers. Now looking to go quick off the right wing layup. Jacob Meyer, high off the glass, is up and in.
Yeah, Meyer averaging a few ticks under 13 points per game. They don't have any real great volume score on this team, but wherever you can get the points from.
Now just a 1-point game as Temple looking to get on the board. Mason with it, calling out the play over to Darian Ford on the right wing. Now inside, Mahoney's jumper mid-range is no good.
Yeah, Mahoney, I mean, he only plays about 5 minutes a game. Just want to get him involved early.
Yeah, now UAB with it. In the corner is Rivera. Rivera with Mahoney on him, looking to back him down and use his size to his advantage. Gets in the air, and the help defense denied from Duradola. Rivera, though, gets it back and denied again, and they're going to call a foul on the Blazers, and it'll go Temple's way.
Concerted effort defensively on the rebounds. That's what you wanted to see. They protect the paint really well as a team. You saw Jemai Felt get the 2 blocks to start this game. Duradola comes in. He has a couple blocks himself. I don't know if they're going to give him the second one, but he definitely got that first one. That's what you want to see. Protect that rim and then go from there offensively. Just now have to go and find a way to score.
Yeah, as we got some substitutions here. Messiah Gilliard now in here for Mahoney, who had a few shot attempts. Still looking for his first field goal on the year. Has got 2 points from the line, but he will take a seat and Gilliard will come in. So now inside, mid-range jumper from Aiden Tobiasen goes in and out. As Temple looking to figure out this zone and trying to get some good looks, are getting some, but cannot get the shots to fall. As now London over to Rivera. Deep 3-pointer is up and no good, off back iron from Anderson. Yeah, Gilliard now bringing it up. Gilliard, his quick layup is up and in, a burst to the basket for Messiah Gilliard.
sometimes that's all you need is just a little flash of speed there, and that's what Gilliard will provide for you.
Yeah, Gilliard with a career-high 4 3-pointers in Sunday's loss to North Texas and 16 points. As now for UAB, trying to get something going. Crazy move there from Salim London. Got Gavin Griffiths in the air and finished with the left hand.
Yep, had that pivot foot rooted into the hardwood there. Just a few up fakes and then goes right up with it.
Now Gilliard thought about a three, now over to Ford. Ford drives quickly with the left hand and gets the layup to go.
Did you see that move, Max? Him with a little excuse me. He's trying to get to his seat, got right back to the rim.
Took the space and ran with it. Temple now 14, UAB 11 with 11 minutes here in this first half. As London now at the top of the key gets a screen from Meyer. London with Tobiasen on him. Goes down low. Now mid-range jumper is nothing but net there from Kawan McPherson.
You know, it's 2026. This is the most ethical first half of the first half of basketball I've ever watched.
Now, yeah, this is basketball. The mid-range jumper is still there as Darian Ford passes it off to Gilliard. Now his left-handed layup goes right to the hoop, just like the last possession.
Yeah, this is a fun little back and forth here. Both teams showing each other. You know, UAB's throwing out the zone. Temple with their man-to-man, but they're rotating really well. This is going to be a fun game.
Definitely, as Temple up 3 here with 10 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first half. As UAB is swinging it around, it's McPherson with his pull-up jumper, nothing but net. 2 back-to-back from McPherson. Swishes this one over Gavin Griffiths. Both teams now 3 for their last 3 from the field, and still a 1-point game here at the Liacouras Center. Now Ford, his long 2 is no good, but offensive rebound, Gavin Griffiths puts it up and in for Griffiths, and he's on the board with 2 points after a struggle on Sunday.
Yeah, you mentioned a 1 for 10 from the floor, just not what he knows that he's much more capable of more, and there's a really good way to start it off.
Yep, as now London with it, calling out the play. Now gets it to McPherson, who's had the hot hand the last 2 possessions. He drives left, puts up the shot, no good, but a foul called on Darian Ford. I thought he walked a little, to be honest.
I did
but
too.
They did not call it, so Juan McPherson will head to the line when we return. But we got another media timeout here at the Liacouras Center. Temple 18, UAB 15. We'll be back right after this. As we welcome you back here inside the Liacouras Center, Temple 18, UAB Blazers 15. As we come out of the second media timeout here, both teams scorching hot as of the last few minutes. Temple made 4 of their last 5, and UAB with 3 straight field goals made.
Yeah, it's been a really good effort offensively by both teams. Temple, who struggled against the zones, figuring out UAB that just wants to get back into the win column, and they're playing really well even after a pretty rough start to this game. So both teams finding ways to score.
Yes, Karan McPherson at the line to shoot 2 after the Darien Ford fouled. His first one rattles on in. McPherson is 76% free throw shooter on the year, averaging just under 4 points a game. As he misses the second one, but already with 5 points is McPherson.
Yeah, 5 points off the bench too. You'll take that production.
As he goes 1 for 2 from the line. A little bit of pressure here and trap from UAB, almost getting the steal, but it goes down inside to Gavin Griffiths for the slam.
Yeah, and that's 2 quick, easy points for baskets for Gavin Griffiths. I mean, again, mentioned that he didn't have that great game, but right there, easy push shot and then right up with a dunk.
As London now has it, looking to set up this UAB offense, goes cross court, and the drive and the foul is called as that'll be Jacob Meyer heading to the line to shoot 2. Had the 3, passed it up to drive, and gets rewarded, and will go to the line.
Yeah, and that's just another rough one there. Again, limiting the fouls. I felt like he still kept the verticality, but was in his area, and that's going to be 2 shots.
Yeah, and that foul will go on Jamai Felt, his first on the day. But we always talk about the Temple big man.
Yep.
Every time any of the Temple big men get called for a foul, you got to keep an eye on it.
Yep. And, you know, Adam Fisher knows that the best.
As the first one does go down there for Jacob Meyer, as he's got 1 more here. The second one rattles up and goes down and in. So 2 for 2 from the line is Jacob Meyer, the junior from Kentucky, as this trap defense continues for the Owls, but Gilliard handles it across. Now Gilliard on the right wing, swings it over to Mason. Mason tells everyone to relax a little, as gets it to Felt, and now Gilliard, his 3-pointer off the screen is short, air ball, out of bounds. UAB basketball.
Yeah. I was going to mention to you, you know that this Temple team wants to get that 3-point shot going, and this has not been able to shoot any of them, really.
Yeah, Temple 0 for 4 from 3. Neither team has made a 3-pointer yet, as Tobiasen takes a seat, and so does Jamai Felt. But I know Gilliard came off that screen like he was J.J. Redick there after hitting 4 last game. As Westry now back in for UAB, drives right, now kicks it over, free throw line jumper is good from Evan Chapman.
Yeah, another mid-range shot, dribble penetration, but you usually look at dribble penetration to a corner, to a wing guy. Instead it's dribble penetration to a guy sitting at the free throw line, and it works all the same.
Yeah, just like that, a tie game here in North Philadelphia with 8 minutes left in this first half. In the corners and trapped is Gilliard, trying to get rid of it, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Temple basketball, but that's not where you want to be stuck with the ball.
Not at all, and that was really good awareness there by UAB. They said, oh, you got the ball in the corner, I'm just send another guy. Messiah Gilliard's not the shortest man in the world, but he's not the tallest on the basketball court, and couldn't really see anything.
Literally for us. Yeah. It's like the corner for us in section 120 where it's tough to see, but it will remain Temple ball as Darien Ford drives and is fouled as he goes strong to the basket with the left hand, and the foul go on Jacob Meyer. As we do have another media timeout here. Got one at 16, 12, 8, and 4. The last one seemed it was quick, but there wasn't a dead ball stoppage. So now with 7:58 remaining, it's a tie game at Liacouras Center. When we come back, we'll see Darien Ford at the line shooting 2. Welcome back here to North Philadelphia Liacouras Center. Broad and Montgomery here on this nice Wednesday, February 18th night. Temple UAB tied 20-20 with 8 minutes left in this first half. Darian Ford at the line to shoot 2 as he was fouled on his layup there by Jacob Meyer. Ford just under 84% from the line this year. Temple's leading scorer with 18 points per game. As the first one goes, giving him 7 so far on the night.
I love Darren Ford's free throw routine because there's no routine. He just throws it up there.
Gets up there and, you know, it's the confidence.
Yep.
Nothing but net on the second one for number 22 from Magnolia, Arkansas, as Temple now leads by 2. Let's see if UAB can respond as Westry now gets Ford in the air, drives left, now kicks out, and a corner 3 there by Meyer is up and good. Jacob Meyer gets his 3-pointer to fall. Meyer shooting just a hair under 30%, gives UAB their first lead of the night.
Yeah, we were talking about it. We want to see who's going to start shooting and knocking down those threes. There it is for UAB.
As speaking of threes, Messiah Gilliard could not get that one to fall in the corner. Duradola had the rebound in his hand but lost it, and UAB will take it the other way. Now looking to go quick is Westry down the left side. He spins, puts up a shot, blocked, but a foul is going to be called there on Jordan Mason. As the smaller Jordan Mason was trying to defend the 6'6" sophomore from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Not too far from here, but not close either. But he'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's the closest on this UAB roster to Philadelphia, so somewhat of a homecoming.
If he wanted to, he could be home by the end of the night.
Yeah, there we go. A lot closer than Birmingham, Alabama.
Yes.
As that first one goes down for Westry. Westry, that's his first point of the night. UAB's leading scorer, just under 15 points per game. Second one is good as well. So 2 for 2 from the line for Westry. And now UAB, just like that, up 3 points as they slowly crawled back in this one. Now this zone continues from the Blazers. And now Tobiasen gets it into Duradola, who finds Ford, who asks for the screen from Duradola. Ford now drives to the right. His pull-up jumper is no good, off glass. Rebound there from McPherson.
Yeah, it was a good look. Clearly, Coach Adam Fisher was saying, hey, we're going to figure out a way to break this zone, and it's been working so far, just couldn't get it to fall there.
Exactly. They have not been doing a terrible job, but UAB is shooting the ball pretty well as of late, as both 5 of their last 5 field goals have gone in, as Westry with a beautiful dump-off pass there to Evan Chapman, who gets the bucket to go. So now 5-point lead for the Blazers, who are on a 7-0 run.
Yeah, starting to open up a little bit.
Now Mason dribbling it around the arc. Goes from left to right, now at the top of the key, swings it over to Cam Wallace, who's in the game now for the first time. Wallace drives and is fouled on the drive. They're gonna call it on the floor as they try to reach in to get the steal, but Evan Chapman fouled Wallace instead. So it'll be out of bounds on the baseline for the Owls. That's the freshman Cam Wallace. So Chapman takes a seat on the bench now. And the ball goes in to Darian Ford, who gets it into Tobiasen, now down low to Duradola. Duradola spins, puts up the shot, no good. Thought he was fouled, did not get the whistle, and now UAB looking to go quick. Now takes advantage of Duradola, not getting back on defense, and the quick bucket down low is good, and Adam Fisher is not happy. So now UAB 29, Temple 22. 9-0 run from the Blazers.
Yeah, not at all happy. And you want to go back to that offensive possession there. Looked like he had the chair pulled out from him, just couldn't get a really good look at that rim. And then on the offensive side for UAB, just run the floor, get an easy layup. I want to go back to that half-court, full-court press that UAB is working with into the zone, what it does is it slows down whatever Temple wants to run as a set. They can't get into it. So I think what they want to do is keep that shot clock running for Temple, force them into a shot that UAB is comfortable with. Then you get to do that exact same thing, go out and run on the offensive end.
Yep, and they've done just that. As Coach Andy Kennedy, 6th season here as UAB's head coach, their 3rd year in the American Conference, as they moved over from Conference USA, and they've won their last 3 games against the Temple Owls, with their last meeting coming last February. But I'm sure what a lot of Temple fans remember is after the magical Cinderella run to the American Athletic Conference Finals 2 years ago, UAB ended their hopes of a March Madness appearance in the finals, as both teams now fighting to get back to the NCAA tournament. As we're back here, and Tobiasen at the top of the key. Gets the screen from Mason, now over to Ford. Had space for a second, now drives to his left hand. His left-handed layup is up and good, and that's been tremendous for him today.
Yeah, it's been good, and that left hand, that's his go-to hand, right? You know, usually you're guarding everybody as a righty, but when it's a lefty, everything's flipped. So, easy little scoop layup for Darren Ford, and everyone's wondering, how did he get that open?
As Ford now the first player in double digits on either team with 10. Now UAB looking to respond. Westry calls out the ISO ball, step back triple on Tobiasen is good, and he is pumped.
He's having a really good start to this game, just passing the ball, shooting the ball now, doing it all.
Yeah, as UAB is shooting the lights out at just under 55% from the field. 8 of their last 8 field goals have gone down on this 12-2 run. As Tobiasen now down low is fouled, and they're gonna call a shooting foul, so Tobiasen will head to the line for 2 points as Gavin Griffiths gets ready to check in. But looking to stop the bleeding just a little bit as UAB now leads by 8 here with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in this first half. As Tobiasen short on the first one, still looking for his first points on the day. They're gonna need everything they can get from Aiden Tobiasen. As Wallace takes a seat for Gavin Griffiths as Goggles returns to the game.
Goggles is really funny, Max, I'm sorry.
As Tobiasen misses both. Uncharacteristic from the 81% free throw shooter.
That's a rough outing right there at the free throw line.
Yeah, not what you want to see, especially Tobiasen. He just needs to see the ball go through the net at this point. Early in this game, still scoreless, as the three-pointer is up and no good, but a rebound in the hands of Jordan Mason and just dropped out of bounds. Pretty much sums up the last 3 minutes for the Owls.
Yep, it sure has. And I want to mention, like, this Temple team has had rough patches in both halves and in countless games this year, so you just have to hope that they can end this first half on a high note.
As a mid-range pull-up jumper from McPherson is yet again nothing but net. I don't think he's hit rim so far.
No, like everything.
He is feeling it.
Yeah, he's having a good. This entire UAB team has all the swag.
They've got the swag, the energy. They're clapping on defense. Let's see how the Owls can respond, because they need to. This zone has thrown everything off. As a lob up and in, plus the foul. Gavin Griffiths said, "Watch this."
Gavin Griffiths might be one of my favorite college players to watch, because my goodness.
As Goggles gets it done on the offensive end. And another media timeout here at the Liacouras Center. When we come back, Gavin Griffiths will be at the line with a chance to finish the three-point play. UAB 34, Temple 26. We'll be back right after this.
unfortunate growing up with.
As we return here to the Liacouras Center, Gavin Griffiths at the line after that fantastic play with a chance to finish off the three-point play.
At the line, shooting one is number 0, Gavin Griffiths.
As Griffiths gets it to fall, just like that. 7 points on the night for Gavin Griffiths.
Yeah, back to that lob, just really good pass by Mason, and I didn't even think he had space to get it, but finished it right over Rivera.
As Westry misses on a three, but they're gonna call a foul on the Owls. And this one, see who they call it on. Duradola and Tobiasen were down there. They're gonna call it on Aiden Tobiasen, fighting for a rebound, so it'll stay UAB basketball. As Felt and Gilliard return for the Owls, Duradola and Tobiasen take a seat. It's now into Rivera. Now they set up a play for a corner three, is up and no good. Rebound Owls. That one was missed by Jacob Meyer. Now Darian Ford looking to go quick so that UAB can't set up their zone. Picks up his dribble down low and is kind of in no man's land and gets it poked out and turned over. And UAB now looking to go quick on the other end. Reverse layup is up and in for Chance Westry, who looks at his hand like he is the guy.
Every time he scores, he looks right back at that bench, and it just re-energizes him.
Yes, Griffiths now in the middle of the zone, kicks it back out to Mason. Mason gets it to Felt at the top of the key, who hands it off to Ford. Ford picks up his dribble down low, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound almost by Gilliard, but it'll go to Meyer and UAB. Now Meyer looking to go quick, loses his footing, and it's picked up by the Owls. Now looking to go quick on the other end. Gilliard goes strong to the basket and gets it to go.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta run, and I think that's what Temple did. They forced a turnover, and they say, all right, time to go. They had numbers, and pretty easy layup there in transition from Gilliard.
Gilliard using his speed to his advantage as Tobiasen enters back for Darian Ford. And now UAB 36, Temple 29 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds in this first half remaining. As UAB turns it over again and now looking to go quick, and transition triple, Griffiths short, rebound UAB, who now looking to push it on the other end. A game of runs here, and now another turnover. Sloppy basketball from both teams as a fight for it on the floor, and they're gonna call a jump ball, I believe, or a possession arrow. Have not gotten an official call yet, and yep, there it is. So possession will go to UAB Blazers.
Yeah, and I think that Duradola tried to, sorry. Now I'm right. No, I'm sorry. Felt tried to get that ball to Tobiasen.
Yeah.
And almost got turned over again. So he said, let me just grab it. At least it stops possession and it's not points on this other end for UAB.
Yeah, that was 3 turnovers in a row there. Some sloppy basketball, but now things slow down with London. Now London at the top of the key with this Temple zone. Now passes it over to Meyer on the left wing. Over to London now, passes it back over to Meyer, no hesitation, triple is good. That deep triple from Jacob Meyer, who has been shooting the lights out today. He's got 10, first in double digits for UAB. Now Tobiasen with it on the right wing, over to Gilliard on the left side. He drives, pump fakes, now puts up the shot, is up and good. Side Gilliard now with 8 points. And Temple cuts the lead down to 8.
Yeah, Gilliard just used his body, moved Myers out the way, the hard way, went up with that layup.
Now UAB trying to figure out this Temple zone. Have been able to do it a lot easier than Temple has to UAB, as that three-pointer is short by London, but offensive rebound is up and three-pointer no good there from Anderson. Now rebound Temple looking to cut into this UAB lead before halftime. As we're under a minute here, Tobiasen dribbles over to Griffiths at the top of the key. Griffiths swings it over to Mason. Mason with Meyer on it, calls for the screen from Felt. gets it. Now has the switch over to Griffiths. Griffiths was 8 on the shot clock, drives right, stops, pulls up, and puts up a floater. No good. A rebound, Jemai Felt, who uses his size to get the deuce.
Oh boards, oh boards, oh boards. And right now, Temple's winning that challenge. And that's what you want to see. I mean, well, actually, it's tied. It's 4-4 right now, unless my stat updates. But that's what we talked about. The rebounding is going to be a focal point. And so far, it's only been a 1 rebound differential in UAB's favor.
Yeah, Temple actually with 5 offensive rebounds to UAB's 4 offensive rebounds. But UAB up 1 in the rebounding battle. But so far, like you said, pretty good considering what it looked like heading into this game, as we have a timeout on the floor from UAB, a 30-second timeout. So we'll stay here with you guys. But what would you like to see how this Owls team cut into this UAB lead into halftime? What's a good number heading into the half in terms of the lead for UAB? Or maybe not, if Temple can somehow, with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, I think it's going to be stopping them on this possession and then walking out of this half with a basket. You would love a 3 here to cut into a 1-possession game, but I mean, if you just get something, you'll take it. What you don't want to do, any useless fouls, what you don't want to do, give them a few shots where this clock isn't a factor anymore. You're going to get a second shot at this because of the shot clock, but just to score the ball here.
It's going to start on the defensive end for the Owls as the Blazers inbound it to Anderson. Now over to Meyer, who's got the hot hand. Now Westry with it at the top of the key as they call out the play that they've ran in this, that they called in the huddle. Westry gets the screen from Meyer and pulls it back out and finds an open Anderson, his right wing 3, no good. Rebound forward, gotta go with 4 on the clock. A pull-up triple from Tobiasen, no good. And a putback is up and in by Jemai Felt. They're gonna review it, but I think it was good.
I think it was good too. I mean, they did everything right. You only had 4 seconds to get that shot up. It was gonna be a transition take 3 there by Tobias and rims off. And we're gonna get another look at it, but that shot looked good on the putback by Jemai Felt.
And we'll see on this replay board, I don't know. It looked good live, but looking at this replay, no, you guys can't see it. But yeah, it will not count as the ball was in Felt's hands as the buzzer sounded. So we go to half here at the Leah Core Center with UAB 39, Temple 33. What do you need to see from the Owls that you didn't see in this first half, in the second half coming up?
I think it's going to be a more concerted effort on offense. Offensively, it hasn't been all bad, but it hasn't been all great. And I think that they know that. They're going to want to shoot the 3 a little better. 0 for 7 as a team from deep, but they're shooting 44% as a team just from the floor. So I think getting easier shots, getting better shots, but also extending the range, because this is a team that wants to shoot the basketball. They're capable of doing it. And right now, UAB is the team that's out-shooting Temple at the moment.
Definitely got to get the 3-point basket going. Like you mentioned, 0 for 7 is not what you want from this Temple team. But when we come back, we'll have second half action here in about 10 to 12 minutes here on WHIP Sports Radio. Welcome back in here to the Liacouras Center as we get ready for some second half action here with the UAB Blazers taking on the Temple Owls here at the Liacouras Center. UAB leading 39-33. Jay Johnson, I'm Max Blakelock alongside Jay Johnson. I'm not Jay Johnson.
You can be Jay Johnson today.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Well, that threw me off completely.
It's okay.
He's Jay Johnson. I'm Max Blakelock. Producer's Troy Arsalan. Anyway, Temple down 6 here coming out of halftime. UAB up 6. What has UAB done to take the lead in this game besides shooting the lights out?
I think it's been defensively. There's a lot of it holding Temple under 50% from the floor. They've not made a 3, 0 for 7 from 3. They've been really good defensively, and it's shown on the offensive end. They've been able to get out in transition. They've been able to kind of not really control the rebounding. It's tied right now, but defensive rebounding, they've forced Temple into some shots that they wouldn't want to take. And the bench, 17 points. And you have to look at, some guys like Chance Westry. He's a starter, but he's been playing really well for them. Evan Chapman, who's been a really good force down low. They're going to have to find a way, Temple's going to have to find a way to handle that pressure defensively and then go on a run of themselves offensively.
Yeah, it seems like matching the energy for this second half is going to be key. UAB seems to be bringing that road energy, just like North Texas did on Sunday from their bench. But let's see if they can hit a three-pointer, because that is also key. Not easy to win games when you don't hit three-pointers. We know we talked about the mid-range game earlier, so maybe it can, but we'll have to see if Temple can do that coming out of this second half. Starters on the floor for both teams as we begin game action here in a second. As Temple breaks the huddle.
And Max, going back to those mid-range shots, the mid-range is a good look. Today, still with the three-point line, you just gotta make them, right? If you're gonna get all the way down to that mid-range shot, you're gonna get a real easy, manageable shot. And if you miss it, you're gonna have a chance at a rebound. You just have to capitalize on those opportunities.
As immediate full-court pressure and trapping from this UAB zone as it's deflected out of bounds. It'll stay Temple basketball. As Temple now going from our right to our left. If you're watching on ESPNU and listening, it'll be the opposite. But as Mason gets it over to Felt as he falls down. And Mason now, 15 left on the shot clock, penetrates, spins, picks up his pivot foot and is blocked, but the rebound goes wide out to Darian Ford with 5 left on the shot clock. Gotta get up a shot. His mid-range pull-up is good.
Really good shot there. That's that mid-range. If you're going to get down into that painted area, you're going to get a good look. You got to finish it off.
Yeah, Ford starting off this second half the same way he started that first half with that mid-range pull-up to get Temple on the board. As right on the other end is Daniel Rivera, who gets the 2 to go, using all of his 6'7" height to his advantage.
They get those deep penetrations as Troy hits the 6'7" hand motion in the corner of my eye. They get those deep penetrations. And it's just barbecue chicken down low there for UAB.
As the pass deflected again, so 2 straight deflections from this UAB zone. Seems like they're bound to get a steal. As the inbound pass goes to Mason, who gets the screen from Felt. Now over Darian Ford. Had an open shot, but passed it to Griffiths in the corner. No good. Offensive rebound, Jahmai Felt. Now over to Tobiasen. Tobiasen on the left baseline spins and throws it and turns the ball over. Now Westry looking to go quick. He spins and gets the bucket to go. So Chance Westry with the steal and score on the other end.
Yeah, 5-point swing there. Corner 3 by Gavin Griffiths. Rims off from the turnover by Tobiasen. Easy rip run layup there for UAB.
As now Temple still trying to break this zone. Jordan Mason drives into the middle. His pull-up jumper is good. Love seeing that from Jordan Mason, as he now has 6 points on the night. As Temple still down 6 here with 18 minutes in this second half. As Westry goes around the screen and swings it for an open three-pointer. Pump fakes and drives. Almost loses his footing, but isn't able to get the bucket to go there is Rivera. And now Griffiths on the other end. Quick pace from the Owls, and Griffiths now with 9.
Yeah, get out and run. Force a contested shot, just missed it, and then running, scoring a layup.
As a left wing three-pointer is no good from Anderson. Rebound, Darian Ford, and he is fouled. As Evan Chapman picks up the foul. That'll be his third personal foul, so something to keep an eye on from the big man.
That would be really big for Temple if he can sit down. That's 6'8", tallest guy on their roster. That's a little even of the playing field there for Temple.
As Chapman and Anderson will take a seat. And Karan McPherson and Salim London enter in the game for the Blazers. Now Mason will bring the ball up into this UAB zone. Some movement as Mason splits the defenders and kicks it out to the corner. Now Darian Ford driving, pulls it back out, goes to the left hand and is blocked there by Danielle Rivera.
And see right there, they have that deep penetration. You have 4 green jerseys from UAB, all looking at Darian Ford with the ball. Someone's got to be open on that perimeter, and I think Darian Ford's just, he's looking at the rim. So, I mean, yeah, it's a pretty good look. He knows he can make that shot. He's been eating in that painted area all day, but maybe that one extra pass, you have Gavin Griffiths, capable three-point shooter. Aiden Tobias hasn't fell for him today, but capable three-point shooter. Just has to make that one more pass and see if those guys can knock it down.
Yeah, as Rivera with his second block of the day. Excuse me, only his first. Thought it was his second. As Tobias now with it. Goes to his left hand and goes strong, cannot get the layup to go, but another offensive rebound from Jemai Felt, and his putback shot is good. So a 2-point game now from the Owls, who are on a 6-0 run over this last minute and 13 seconds. So now UAB looking to put a stop to that as Westry drives to the left hand, hooks his arm a little bit, and gets the bucket to go. Thought maybe there could have been an offensive foul call as he kind of hooked Jemai Felt, an NBA move.
Yeah, it was a good use of the off arm, you know, and he hit it right behind the thigh and just got that ball right up towards the rim.
Yeah, as now Temple goes into the zone to Aiden Tobias, who kicks it out. Gavin Griffiths, his left wing triple is short, cannot get anything to go. This was a bird flying around the course.
No clue. Somebody to tell
There's now a steal from Gavin Griffiths, and he's fouled on transition. What a shame, because we might have seen another highlight from number 0.
Now, Gavin doesn't make many facial expressions, but his dunks are very expressive. So I wanted to see if he was going to get a little crazy here, but we'll have to wait and see.
As the foul on McPherson, as Jemai Felt take a seat for Duradola. Mason calls out the play as he brings the ball up. Now gets it over to Ford. Now Griffiths at the top of the key. Some ball movement here around the perimeter from the Owls. Now Mason drives to the right. And now Tobiasen looking down low and goes down low to Duradola, who almost got it stolen from the back end. Puts up the shot, no good. And a whistle is going to be called. Finally, may I say, as it seemed like he kept getting hacked. Well, that'll bring us to our first immediate timeout. UAB 45, Temple 41. Babatunde Duradola will be at the line to shoot 2 when we come back. Welcome back here to the Lear Core Center. It's Babatunde Duradola will be at the line to shoot two coming out of this first media timeout in the second half with 16 minutes, about 16 minutes, 15 minutes and 59 seconds to be exact, left in this second half as Temple down 4, looking to cut it to 2 with Duradola at the line. As Duradola gets the first one to fall. His first points on the night as the sophomore from Toronto, Canada. One of the 3 scholarship players that stayed after last year. Gets the second one to go as well, so Duradola 2 for 2 from the line.
And Duradola, no fouls so far.
That just sounds like a jinx.
Yeah,
right?
My bad. I shouldn't have said anything.
But hey, we'll see. We shall see. As now Temple within 2 as Meyer drives and is fouled. Nope, they're going to call a jump ball. I was going to say, that was...
I thought it was ball.
So Tobiasen gets his hand on it, gets his hand on the ball as Meyer drove with his right hand, and the possession arrow will stay UAB basketball. So the ball goes in now, and Meyer has it on the left wing. Looking to set up a play for Westry. Westry is fouled on, guess who, Jay?
They got him, didn't they? Oh, they put it on forward. They put it on forward.
Duradola was looking like,
I know, I thought
no
it was
way.
too. I thought
So
it
the
was
foul
too.
is going to go on Darian Ford.
Listen.
But it was not a shooting foul. It was on the floor. But team's third of the half. So Salim London will take the ball out on the baseline for the Blazers. London got to get it in, gets it into Westry. His pull-up jumper is no good. A rebound, Babatunde Duradola. Now Mason with some speed and aggression across half court at the top of the key. Now swings it over to Tobiasen. Mason gets it down low to Duradola. Duradola one-on-one now. The help comes and he swings it to Mason, who drives and puts up the layup with the right hand on the left side of the bucket and gets it to go. We are all tied up as quickly on the other end as UAB. Way to get back is Duradola, but it will not be enough as the bucket goes down, plus the foul for Daniel Rivera.
I was rooting for him. And that was good defense, too. It's just a lot of contact there, and yeah, they're going to get it with that every time.
It was a slow, so Daniel Rivera had the position.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to go up quick with it. Then he slowed down a little, got Duradola in the air to foul him, and got the tough bucket to go. So Rivera at the line with a chance at one more. Good news, Rivera only 53.8% from the line. But it doesn't matter as he hits that one and converts the three-point play. So UAB up 48-45.
I want to conduct research on poor free throw shooters and what happens when they shoot 2 free throws versus an and one. Because I feel like they knock down the and one, but they'll miss both free throws.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's the energy after the and one. But Temple moving it around and gets it down low to Tobiasen, who is fouled on the shot. Cannot get it to go, but he'll head to the line with a chance at his first points of the game, as he is 0 for 2 from the free throw line today.
Yeah, not a great night for Tobias, and not a night that he wants to have, but right here's a perfect time to turn it around.
If you can come through when it matters, that's all that matters. So Tobiasen at the line shooting 2 with a chance to cut it to 1 as the first one goes for the sophomore.
And if you're Temple, I mean, you're okay with playing at this pace if you can keep it within this arm's length, right? 2-3 points is doable. It's when you get to that 7-8 point margin where you want to start pressing the issue.
Exactly. So Tobiasen gets the second one to fall. 2 for 2 from the line, as he has now 2 points on the night from Aiden Tobiasen. And Temple down 1 here with 14 minutes and 30 seconds left in this second half. As the three-pointer is up from Anderson and off back iron strong. Rebound, Darian Ford now looking to go quick. Pulls it back out when he realized he didn't have numbers, and now Mason with it at the top of the key. Over to Ford, thought about going down low to Felt, but goes himself and gets denied from the UAB Blazers and Evan Chapman. As down low, beautiful pass and saved there by Salim London as the drive now is up and in over the outstretched arms of Gavin Griffiths there for Chance Westry.
What touch by Westry. I mean, he used a lot of muscle there to clear space, but then the touch right off the backboard.
Definitely a nice bucket from the sophomore from Harrisburg, as Mason now looking to control things on the other end. Mason drives left, pulls it back out to the left wing. Gets it over to Ford at the top of the key. Ford pulls it back out, puts some moves on, drives left, and finishes in between two defenders to get the bucket to go, as Darian Ford now up to 14 points on the night.
Yeah, I had a similar look at that in the last half, ended up getting sent back to him. He gets another look at it again, squeezes it right between two outstretched arms.
As Westry now has it for the Blazers. Westry down low and inside, up and fouled. There is Evan Chapman. So Chapman will head to the line to shoot two, as that foul will go on Jemai Felt, his second.
Yeah, just slap down, and that'll get called every time. Just have to be conscious with how you are using your extremities, and right there was not conscious with it.
As Felt's second foul, as the first one goes down for Chapman. As Gilliard enters the game for Ford.
These are big minutes for Chapman because he's in foul trouble a little bit with three, but knocks down that free throw right there.
Yeah, Chapman now up to 9 points on the night, but 3 fouls, as you mentioned. Only 3 rebounds, though, for Chapman, which is huge for the Owls, who are down 3, as Mason now picks up his dribble and looking for somewhere to go. Goes to Gavin Griffiths on the left wing, who bails him out a little. Griffiths now loses it while driving right, and picked up by Anderson. Anderson now looking to go quick. Over to London, who drives and is denied by Jemai Felt with the help defense, and Gilliard now takes it the other way. Gilliard pulls it back out and gives it to Mason. Mason lets the play develop at the top of the key and gives it to Gilliard. Now Tobiasen looking to get going from the field. His pull-up mid-range jumper is good, as Aiden Tobiasen starting to get that rhythm, starting to get going. He's now at 4 points, and it's a 1-point game here at the Lear Corps Center.
Yeah, really good set there. They make DeJuan Anderson run around a little bit, and then it clears out space for Tobiasen. Pull-up mid-range is good.
As now to Anderson at the top of the key with Tobiasen on him. Over to Meyer. Now the drive and the layup, plus the foul is good from Kawan McPherson. And the energy and the excitement from this UAB team has now powered them to their 3-point lead. And another media timeout. What'd you see there from that play from McPherson?
I just think that he's getting right to his spot, getting up to the rim. It's what pretty much this entire UAB team has done. They've gotten into their spots, made the game easier for them, and it looks really well on the scoreboard as they extend their lead up to 3.
Yeah, McPherson, when we come back, we'll be at the line with a chance at one more. UAB 54, Temple 51, 11 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second half. Welcome back here to North Philadelphia, here on North Broad Street, as Temple 51, UAB 54, as we come back here from this media timeout as UAB breaks the huddle. So McPherson will be at the line to shoot one after his layup plus the foul. The 6'4" junior from Queens, New York. .76% free throw shooter on the year. McPherson 1 for 2 from the line today. 76 in the home of the Philadelphia 76ers, the city.
There you go.
You know, always some connection as that one goes down for McPherson. So now UAB Blazers up 4 with 11 minutes and 45 seconds to go as this zone continues here from the Blazers. As Mason now trapped, gets it down low to Gilliard, who gets his defender up in the air, but denied there from the Blazers. And Chapman, excuse me, that was Westry on the block. As the ball goes out of bounds, off of the Blazers now, who turn it over, and it'll be Temple basketball as the Blazers look in shock. Anderson is not happy.
Yeah, no. He may have a case, but he's not going to look at it. And I don't think there's really a reason to up 4 with so much time left. But
as the ball is inbounded, so nothing they can do now. As Jordan Mason now has it on the other end, as they set up their offense with a chance to break this UAB zone. As Gilliard now has it on the wing, drives, picks up his dribble, and is trapped, but puts up the shot, no good. Rebound UAB, and a foul from Gilliard. Maybe a little bit of a frustration reach-in foul. Probably unnecessary. Excuse me, it'll be on Duradola. There it is.
Yeah, yeah, there it is. That's the second, too. Here we go. I think right there, though, trying to create possessions that aren't really available, trying to get a poke real fast. But what do you win if you get that ball back? You know, you just go back and play defense and get a stop on the defensive end, but instead it's going to be a foul.
Yeah, it's all going to start with stops here on the defensive end for the Owls as Griffiths enters the game for Tobiasen. So Westry now with it, now over to Anderson. Now Westry, Myers drives, loses it, puts up the lefty shot, no good. Rebound Gilliard. Now Gilliard looking to move things. Now in the corner is Ford. Ford drives baseline and gets it over to Mason, who drives. Right-handed shot is up and good, plus the foul. Jordan Mason will head to the line with a chance at one more for the point guard.
I might have some people cringe at home when I say this, but Temple succeeds when they run that Chip Kelly offense at 7 seconds or less. And right there, it's perfect. They get down and then they score, and then now we're going to see if they get an and one.
Was not expecting a Chip Kelly reference on the broadcast today.
Never know.
you do never know.
You never know.
As the free throw is good from Mason, making it a one-point game. So Blazers 55, Owls 54, 10 minutes and 30 seconds left in this one. As that pass is tipped and taken by Duradola. Now that Chip Kelly offense is moving as Jordan Mason brings it up. Now slows it down, and Mason now thought about a three, given a little space, thought about it again, but now uses his speed and gets to it with the left hand. Jordan Mason doing everything for the Owls these past 2 possessions. He's up to 13 points. And a timeout by Andy Kennedy and the UAB Blazers. So Temple takes its lead for the first time in the second half. Temple 56, UAB 55. We'll stay here, 30-second timeout. How can they keep their foot on the gas for the Owls?
Really good defense and then getting back in traditional offense. I mean, you saw in those 2 possessions there, they force a turnover. Then they just say, let's just go out and run. And Jordan Mason has to be that guy if it's going to, if it's going to be anyone else. Aiden Tobiasen hasn't had a great game. De'Aaron Ford has had a pretty solid game, but Jordan Mason, that's a really good scoring option for you when the first 2 maybe not doing what they're supposed to do or not doing what they are capable of doing. So I think it's going to be getting that ball up into the rim. You're still in this 1 possession, 2 possession type game. Keep getting it down. Keep getting it back down to that one basket. How can we hang in this fight? And then eventually it'll be how can we pull away?
Yeah, I'm sure Aiden Tobiasen is very pleased with the way Jordan Mason is picking up the scoring slack for him. As Mason now 13, Darian Ford leads the way for the Owls with 14. And if you look at UAB, McPherson with 10, Westry leads the way for them with 13, and Jacob Meyer also there in double digits with 10 off the bench, along with McPherson, also 10 off the bench.
Right, and they've held Meyer scoreless this half. He had 10 points in that first half and has not had a shot fall so far. So that's a pretty good adjustment there for Adam Fisher's Owls.
Yeah, and we'll see when Fisher decides to go back to Felt, because he's got 3 fouls, but he has been fantastic tonight. 10 rebounds, as well as 6 points for the big man, Jemai Felt, and 2 blocks in 16 minutes.
I do have a question for you. Do you think that we get a Mokita sighting at any point later in this game?
I think it's unlikely unless
bad things happen.
You know, unless I guess if you want to say that if bad things happen, or unless they need, you know, some size down low.
Yeah.
But we saw Mokita do it in the South Florida game, the whiteout game. I know you were on the call with Pat. Tip in 4 points in the last minute, I believe, to win that game. 4 points in the last 40 seconds, excuse me.
Yeah, what a fun game. What a fun game.
Yeah, that was a huge win for the Owls, as South Florida is actually on top of the American Conference with a 10-3 conference record right now. 2.5 games above the Owls. South Florida has won 4 straight.
Wow.
So both Temple and UAB looking to get back in the win column. As we mentioned, both lost their last game. As we return to action here, coming out of the 30-second timeout, followed by a media timeout. That's what took a little extra time. So once come back from this media timeout, as the officials are waiting for that for the TV broadcast, we'll get things going here with UAB basketball on the side.
There it is.
There it is, yep. So the ball is inbounded to Westry, who gets it to the corner for Meyer. His corner 3 is up and good. It was only a matter of time. Jacob Meyer, 3 for 4 from 3. He's up to 13, tying a team high for today.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said anything. I was like, wow, they've held him to 10 points, and right there, corner 3, knocked down to go up by 2.
As UAB returns to this zone here, as Mason looking to figure it out, swings it over to Gilliard. Gilliard back over to Mason. They're looking to go down low, and they get it down low to Duradola, who is fouled on the floor with that little trying to get the help was Jacob Meyer, but he ended up fouling Duradola for his second foul.
Yeah, and the hard part for Temple is going to be if you're going to give up these threes. I mean, not that UAB shot the 3 well. They're 4 for 14, but it's much better than what Temple's done with this 0 for 9.
4 is a lot more than 0.
Sure is. Sure is.
As Griffiths now over to Gilliard. His 3-pointer is no good. I thought that was going to be the perfect timing, but an offensive rebound there from Duradola. Fought for it and lost it, and UAB now looking to go quick. Slowing it back out is Westry. Westry looks at Coach Kennedy for the play. So Westry at the top of the key, gets the screen from Rivera. Now goes to the corner in McPherson. Now Meyer pulls up for 3 with Jordan Mason on him, and this one no good. Rebound, Gavin Griffiths. Gavin Griffiths with his 5th rebound of the day. As now on the other end, his wing 3 is up and strong, no good. And a long rebound goes to Meyer, and he holds it now for UAB. Now Westry now drives with Mason on him. Now goes down low inside. Pull-up jumper is no good there by Chapman. Rebound, Jordan Mason.
There you go. You'll live with that shot. Now you just got to get something on offense for Temple.
Any day. Now Temple finally gets the 3-pointer to fall. And who else? Jordan Mason now with 16 points, leading the Owls and putting them up 159-58 here with 8 minutes and 10 seconds in this second half.
That woke the band up.
As now Meyer looking to answer. He drives, he stops, he puts up the shot, and it's good. Jacob Meyer cannot be stopped as he's at 15 points tonight and gives UAB the lead right back.
Yeah, when they start guarding him, it'll be a different story for UAB, but they haven't so far.
As Griffiths thought about a three, but doesn't take it. Now Gilliard, Mason at the top of the key, calls for the screen from Duradola. Gets it, thought about a pull-up three, pass gets tipped to Griffiths. His floater, no good, rebound by Westry and UAB. Now UAB looking to push it. Westry drives right, dumps it down low, but there's gonna be a foul on the pass. And Westry was fouled, but it'll be on the floor. As we have a timeout on the floor. Media timeout. So UAB 60, Temple 59, 7 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in this one. We will go away for this one. When we come back, some good action here at the Learcore Center. Stay with us. Welcome back on into the Learcore Center. UAB leads Temple 60 to 59 with 7 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the second half. As at the line will be Jacob Meyer. Excuse me, it'll be baseline out of bounds.
You know, it happens to the best of us. Don't worry, man.
It's my bad.
It's okay.
As it goes to Meyer. See, I just knew that a shot from Meyer was going to happen. As a rebound, offensive rebound by Chapman, and he's undercut by Gilliard. So the foul will go on Gilliard. as Chapman was crashing the boards, and the 6'8" junior was able to get the board over the 6'3" senior.
Yeah. Looked like Calvin Johnson going up and getting that jump ball. My goodness, Chapman.
Yeah, so UAB now in the bonus with that foul. So Chapman will shoot a 1-and-1. Chapman, 67.7 free throw percent on the year, ironically enough, as he misses that one. So Temple with the rebound, as Mason now has it over to Darian Ford on the left wing. Mason back at the top of the key, gets over to Ford, who drives right. He stops, he goes down low to Jahmai Felt, who slams for two. Jahmai Felt doing it all tonight with 8 points and 10 rebounds.
Not a single thing Meyer could do about that. I mean, that's like 6'4" on 6'8". There's nothing you can do.
As Ford defends Westry, and Westry passes it over to Rivera. His floater no good, and an offensive foul on the rebound on Rivera. As a great job by Ford crashing the boards.
Yeah, you're right. Just a great job crashing the rebound, and a little bump in the back. Don't think it was intentional or anything. Just a little bump in the back, and gonna get a chance to walk the floor here.
So Felt will go to line for a 1-on-1 as Rivera comes out, because that was his 4th foul, and McPherson enters back in the game. A 1-and-1 for number 1.
That was a good call right there, Carlos.
As it no good rebound UAB. So Temple's lead will stay at 1 here with 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, as Westry has it at the top of the key as Kennedy calls out the play. Westry now crosses over Mason and picks up his dribble on the left elbow. Now a drive from London over back to Westry. His left wing triple is up and in. Chance Westry gives UAB a 2-point lead here with 6 minutes and 10 seconds left in this second half. Westry now up to 16 points on the night. Ford now has it on the other end, still looking to break this UAB zone. Mason now lobs it up inside to Felt, who goes down and gets it, puts up the shot, no good, but a foul. So Jahmai Felt will head to the line, this time to shoot 2.
And that'll be Chapman's 4th as well. So if you're Coach Andy Kennedy, you're looking at that bench, and there's not many guys in suits that can go in and play. So
they called this one on London, though. I thought it was on Chapman as well.
Too, yeah.
But they had 2 guys who were going for Felt, as Felt's first free throw is no good, strong. I was trying not to talk about the free throws from Felt, hoping he would just will into a make here from section 120 up here, but Felt, the 65% free throw shooter, misses both at the line. Rebound fought for it, taken by Tobiasen though, and Mason, his 3-pointer from the top of the key is up and no good. Rebound again, fought for and taken by Gilliard and fouled. So now Gilliard will go to the line for a 1-and-1. The energy and the rebounding was the talk of the town heading into this one, and Temple has lived up to the hype, out-rebounding so far by 8.
Yeah, and for a team that has just been trying to match energy with UAB, which is crazy because UAB's here as your guest, and it takes, beside Gilliard, Josh Hart, as Adam Fisher calls him, to get this crowd and get this team back going.
Another Big 5 player in Josh Hart, as Gilliard gets the first to go, so we will get one more with a chance to tie this one up. Gilliard gets both to go, so a tie game here with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in this one. Both teams in the bonus, so both teams are shooting 1-on-1s from here on out until it gets to bonus plus. Westry now on the other end with it at the top of the key. Gets the screen from Chapman. Westry over to London. London now over to McPherson. And some ball movement from UAB as Meyer ends up with it. And now to Westry. Westry calling for the screen with Ford on him. Ford fights through the screen, and Westry is smothered, puts up a shot, but is fouled from behind by Aiden Tobiasen on the help defense. So Aiden Tobiasen picks up his second foul, and Westry will head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and it was really good defense between Ford and Tobiasen, just harassing. And all of a sudden they get the call, and that's where you know, like I said, you throw the hands and the feet at people, and you end up called for a foul.
Westry, a 69% free throw shooter, just rattles in the first.
Yeah, Westry's had a good game so far, 16 points, looking to add another.
Yeah, up to 17 now with that free throw.
Yep.
3 for 3 from the line so far tonight. We'll see if he can get this second one to go as well as he does. So 18 points now for Westry, perfect from the line for the sophomore from Harrisburg. So now the Owls looking to respond down 2. Ford with it. He's been quiet this second half. His lefty scoop layup is no good. Fought for a rebound, could not get it, and it's taken there by Salim London. Now slows it down is Westry, as Coach Kennedy calls out the play. Westry asking for the screen, now goes down low to Chapman, who cannot come up with the ball, and it's taken away and taken by Mason. Now Mason looking to go quick. Slows it down now, goes to the right hand. Now over to Tobiasen. Tobiasen puts the moves on, puts up the layup, no good, but a foul. So Aiden Tobiasen will head to the line to shoot 2 with a chance to tie this one up with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this second half.
Yeah, and I do want to say Tobiasen, who's 1 for 6 on the day, still puts his head down, still going to the rim. That's what you want to see. Sophomore, you know, was here last year. He took a bigger role here now after a lot of guys left, and even on a bad day, he has a chance to still keep Temple in it.
Yeah, Tobiasen with 12 last game, as that first one is no good. So Tobiasen struggling today from the field and from the line. 2 of 5 from the line for Aiden Tobiasen. And that second one rims in. So 1 point, UAB lead 65-64 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this one. As Westry with it at the top of the key. Gets the screen there from Rivera. Now over to Meyer, who drives with his left hand, puts up his float and in. Jacob Meyer continues to cook here on the offensive end, as UAB now up 3 with 4 minutes left. Next dead ball will be a media timeout, as Gilliard gets it down low to Duradola, who passes it into Jordan Mason. A beautiful cut and pass from Duradola to Mason, and Mason lays it up and makes it a 1-point game yet again. 67 UAB, 66 Temple.
I love when bigs can pass out of the post, and that was a really good look there, just right over the shoulder. Easy little dime to Gilliard.
Yeah, as the drive from Westry picks up his dribble, has nowhere to go. Great defense from Ford, tries to find Meyer, and they're gonna call a jump ball, and it'll be Temple possession. And the fans rise to their feet here at the Leocore Center as we are coming in for a landing. Shout out Mark Zumoff. 67 UAB, 66 Temple. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this second half. We'll be back after this. Welcome back in here to the Liacouras Center. UAB leading Temple 67-66. 3 minutes and 29 seconds left in this second half. A tight one here in this second half, Jay, huh?
No, this is a fun one. And when he said it from the top, it was like a little back and forth. Got fun. It got a little uncomfortable for a little bit for Temple, but they locked back in. They played really well defensively, forcing that jump ball, and now they get to set up whatever they want and hopefully get back on the scoreboard.
As Mason brings it up into this UAB zone out of the media timeout. Ford now with it. Back to Mason, who throws up a lob, no good. Not a great pass, but Gilliard on the other end was intercepted there by Mayer. Now UAB looking to take advantage of the steal. Sets up Mayer for three, doesn't take it, dribbles it back out. Now back to Chapman. Excuse me, Westry. Westry drives with the right hand, puts up the shot, plus the foul, and he gets it to go as he falls into the Temple cheerleading squad. And Westry now with 20 points will have a chance with his 21st, for his 21st at the line, as that foul will go on Babatunde Duradola. As Griffiths returns now for Gilliard, as that could be a huge momentum swing for the Blazers. As Westry misses the free throw. There it is.
Yeah, that's a big miss. Keeps it a one-possession game here for Temple.
Now Tobiasen with it, cross court to Mason. Back to Tobiasen, who drives, kicks it out to Mason. Now over to Tobiasen on the left wing, drives, spins, back out to Mason with 10 left on the shot clock. Mason calling for a screen, but pulls up from three. His three-pointer is no good. Rebound fought for, out of bounds. It'll stay. Temple basketball. Great work on the boards there from Babatunde Duradola.
Yeah, and I want to go back to that dribble handoff situation there by Tobiasen and Jordan Mason. And I want to throw this out there is maybe Tobiasen is just, Westry's just doing a good job. I mean, talk about who you're trying to limit, and a lot of this starts with Tobiasen, and it trickles back down. He just has not had that game, but Westry's done a really good job on him.
Definitely containing Tobiasen tonight. But Tobiasen finds his way wide open down under the basket, and a beautiful feed from Babatunde Duradola to feed Tobiasen for two. So now Temple down one here with 2 minutes left.
I stand corrected. Never mind. Good bucket, Tobiasen.
It was a great play there drawn up from Fisher, as now UAB looking to respond and add to their lead on the other end. Now it's Meyer with Mason on him. Meyer loses his dribble, puts up a shot, blocked by Mason. Now Mason looking to go quick. Mason lays it and misses it. This place would have erupted if Jordan Mason was able to finish that layup. And now back down the other end is Westry. Westry puts up his floater, and it's good. 3-point lead now for the Blazers with 1 minute and 25 remaining.
Yeah, Westry does it all by himself, takes it by himself, gets up to that layup, and easy, but go back to that bucket. Man, if Jordan Mason could have finished it.
It was a 2-on-1. He decided to keep it himself, and he is frustrated with himself as Adam Fisher calls a 30-second timeout here, as he has 2 remaining now. And wow, this is going to be a close one here at the end. Down 3, we will stay here for this 30-second timeout. 1 minute 18 remaining. Who do the Owls go to?
I think you go either to Jordan Mason or Darian Ford, but I also want to see not a lot of Gavin Griffiths down the stretch here, So wondering if he's going to make an appearance or if his night's done, what's going to happen there. But I think you go back to Jordan Mason. Maybe Darren Ford is that second option, even though he does lead the team in scoring. And if those 2 options aren't there, then maybe you just have to go back to Aiden Tobiasen. I know he hasn't had that day, but you still know his capabilities.
Duradola will stay in the game here. A little bit of an interesting decision, as Felt has been great on the glass and also has 8 points. But maybe it comes down to Duradola's passing or free throw ability.
Yeah, that's true. Fisher giving himself some options here offensively.
As Tobiasen will take the inbound pass right in front of the Temple bench. It'll go into Mason. As UAB stays in this zone that is oh so hard to figure out for this Owls team. As Ford drives, loses his dribble, but is fouled there, and that foul will go on Chance Westry. That'll be his second. UAB with Chapman and Rivera both on the court with 4 fouls, so something also to keep an eye on.
Yeah, if you're Temple, you just got to keep scoring, keep that pressure on them, make these guys defend if they're going to be in foul trouble. Right there, De'Aaron Ford does just that to shoot some free throws.
So Ford now gets the first one to go. Temple now in the bonus plus, so we'll be shooting 2 from here on out. As Ford's second one is up and rims in and out for Darian Ford, who's got 15 on the night. So now UAB in no rush as we're officially under a minute here at the Liacouras Center. As Meyer has it over to Westry. Westry gets the screen from Rivera, drives with Ford on him. Looking to post up, his spins, he dumps it off, and the bucket is up and in there from Evan Chapman. A beautiful pass there from Westry. I thought maybe he traveled, but when he was backing down Ford, but nevertheless, a bucket for the Blazers, who now have a 4-point lead with 40 seconds remaining in this one. So UAB is going to call a timeout here, a full timeout. We'll stay here because we got a close one here to end. And they went last time. I mean, Ford got fouled, so they weren't able to fully run that play. But what do you want to see them? What do you want to see the Owls do here to kind of try to break that UAB zone?
I think it's just going to go back to that dribble penetration, get, a few heads turned on whoever has that ball, and maybe make a pass. They've slowed this Temple team down. It's a Temple team that likes to get a lot of guys involved. They're a very high-scoring team when you talk about the players, maybe not as a team as a whole, but the players themselves, 4 guys in double figures. You want to continue to get those guys engaged. I think, again, you go back to Jordan Mason. Darian Ford, if he knocks down that second free throw, this is still a 1-possession game, so you're looking to just keep this game into a 1-possession, but I think if you get that 3, you have to get something fast either way. But if you get a 3, that gives you a little bit more time. You can breathe a little bit harder than only getting 2 and then having to score again.
Definitely changes things, but gotta get a bucket here, and that's all that matters, whether it's a 2 or a 3. So we'll see what Coach Fish draws up in the huddle. It'll be the Owls starters, except we'll have Babatunde in instead of Jahmai Phelps.
I think the other thing, though, is Temple knows this, and UAB definitely knows this is the foul trouble that UAB's in, so got to be cautious of your UAB and just accidentally fouling, stopping this clock.
Definitely something to worry about as Mason brings it up and over to Tobias in the corner. Now Ford swings it over. Gavin Griffiths thought about a 3, now drives and brings it back out to Tobiasen. Tobiasen spins, almost loses it, puts up a layup, no good. Rebound UAB, and Temple's gonna have to foul.
Yeah, just a very, very rough ending of that one. I mean, that possession, that was just staggering. No one really moving. They swung the ball a few times, but could not get a good shot and took so much time off the clock. That ball didn't go up until there was about I'm not going to say it, about 6 seconds left on the shot clock, but.
Yeah, you wanted to get a good shot. Did not get one, as Tobiasen's layup was no good. Now at the line, shooting a one-on-one is Westry as he nails the first one. And a timeout, Adam Fisher. But it might be too little too late as fans start to leave here. But crazier things have happened. There's a 5-point game with Westry at the line with a chance to make it 6 with 18.7 seconds remaining.
Situationally, you call this timeout, ice the free throw shooter, hopefully he misses, right? Then you go down, you pretty much have to get a 3. You're looking at that just because you'll then have more options on that second opportunity because you're going to foul. It's just, wow. And I don't think this Temple team played poorly. I just think that offensively they got stuck a lot of times, and it just has not gone their way. UAB's played a really good game, and you can see them reaping the benefits of it right now.
Yeah, and UAB has pretty good free throw shooters on the court with London, Westry, who has shot the free throw well tonight. On the season, about 70%, but Chapman, also somebody that you might want to foul, or Rivera is probably your top option.
Yeah.
But you got to get a bucket first on the offensive end. So Westry at the line for his second, trying to make it a 6-point lead for the Blazers. And it goes. So a little bit of full court pressure here from UAB, their defensive intensity. As Mason brings it across the line, you gotta get a shot up quick. It's Tobiasen at the top of the key for three, no good. A rebound by Jacob Meyer and the Blazers, and that's not who you wanna foul, and that'll just about do it.
Yeah, and you know, you were in that desperation mode, but felt like Temple was kind of playing in desperation mode all game, trying to make a few different comebacks, and they went on a couple of runs, you know, early in the second half. They went a little bit of a run. Early in the first half they did. So definitely a team that was capable, but just UAB, really good defense there, and holding, of course, Tobiasen pretty quiet. Gavin Griffiths 4 for 10 from the floor. They had a pretty good defensive outing, UAB.
As Meyer misses the first out of 2. I think it's gonna come back to that 1 for 15 from the three-point line, as Meyer nails the second one to make it a 7-point lead for the Blazers with 9 seconds left. Ball's gonna go into Darian Ford. You gotta get a shot up. He's taking a lot of time. He drives and scoops a left-handed layup, is up and in with 3.7 left on the clock. And Temple's not even going to foul, so that'll do it. Temple loses their 3rd straight game and are slowly slipping in the American Conference standings. Now 7-6 in conference play in a tight American Conference, as they have Wichita State up next in Wichita, which won't be an easy one, an 8-5 American Conference team. But Jay, a tough one for the Owls. What went wrong?
I think that it's just offensively not being able to score. And you mentioned also the three-point shooting. That was also a big part of it, is that, not that UAB shot the 3 well, 5 for 16, but like you mentioned, 5 is more than 1. So that'll really do it that first half. Just a really good, solid foundation by UAB, and Temple couldn't really match the occasion. They couldn't get back up to that same intensity. UAB had all the swag defensively. Westry clapping in that first half. He was dialed in, had all the guys dialed in. A team that only went 7 deep and pretty much just ran the entire game and forced Temple to match their speed, and Temple could not do it.
Yeah, UAB hit the shots when it mattered down the stretch. Westry finishing with 24, followed by Jacob Meyer with 18. And then for the Owls, you had Jordan Mason with 18 points leading the way. Darian Ford right there with 17 as well. But Gilliard, their next leading scorer with 10. So only 3 guys in double digits. They rebounded well, but could not get the bucket to fall. But that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. I'm Max Blakelock alongside Jay Johnson. Troy Arcelin, our producer. Temple falls to UAB 71-76.